Glass-Steagall, I have no faith in YouTube or Google, but I'm increasingly surprised that they are allowing Tim Pool to stay up. It's almost 100% virulent anti-trans content, often at individuals. His only breaks are to jerk off Elon. I think Tim should be a bigger story. As we know, he's also regularly hosts the most violent shitheads in the country. Well, I mean, they still have Steven Crowder up, so until he goes, I don't know if Tim's going to be the next on the chopping block, if we're talking about anti-trans content. But, like, this is how it works sometimes, especially if you have you develop a relationship with YouTube and you have a lot of subscribers. You make money for them too, so there's an incentive for them to keep you on. I mean, that's why Crowder is still up, which is just as shocking as it gets. But
yeah, I mean, all these things are political. And like there's just like dumb conversation that it's about like the Constitution or something like that. And like in the context of all these, whether it's the Twitter employees saying, maybe we should take down Trump's account for all these things that have been arguably infractions before he incites like violence against looters. The workers wanted to do that. That was Facebook. And Zuckerberg called the White House and says like, hey, can you like tone it down because my employees are going to revolt? Mm-hmm. And this, like, to me, I'm sorry to get a little bit off track here, but this has been on my mind, like the free speech conversation we're having. Like the way Greenwald and Taibbi want to have it is like the bosses like Elon Musk are the ones here to stand up for free speech against their woke employees. And my thing is like whether it's Facebook employees or whether it's the employees at the stage First Avenue in Minneapolis who said, you know what, we don't actually want to put on this Chappelle show tonight because of his anti-trans stuff. My position is I support those workers in coming together and deciding we don't want to produce this. Greenwald would say they should be forced to because of free speech and bosses should be empowered to force those folks. And so like there's this free speech conversation that's basically allowing these people to act as if they're adversarial, but they're really working for Mark Zuckerberg and in Matt Taibbi's case, Elon Musk.
Speaking of Greenwald, someone wrote in and said, love the Greenwald tweet from yesterday calling out an all media, including a certain Brooklyn-based liberal digital outlet. I wonder who he could be talking about. I mean, he's a little too afraid to speak to Sam directly, so yeah, might be that.
Hey, be mad. Yeah. I'm glad you're mad, Glenn.
Well, let's, oh, this is it. So he names all the rest of them, but he doesn't name Brooklyn-based. Oh, well, all right. It's plural, so could be any of them, I guess. But
well, yeah. Vice is actually a Brooklyn-based digital outlet, and he named them.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say that it's just funny, like these guys acting as if they're like critics of the political and the media class. Glenn Greenwald's comes from a political family. He ran for office in his teens.
Oh, don't worry. We've seen.
It's weird.
Yeah.
And he ran saying that the local government wasn't giving enough. It was corrupt. Interesting, because they weren't giving enough money to cops. Also interesting. And Matt Taibbi, his dad worked for all of the major networks.
Yeah. That's but media elites is who they're after.